Now we need to talk about some of the vowels in the German language, such as the vowel combination EI. That makes the long I sound. The long E sound is almost always spelled IE. And the long A sound is almost always spelled with the letter E. There are some exceptions, and I'll point those out for you. First of all, the long I sound. We have Edelweiss. You see the EI spelling there. Eider down. Eider is a large ocean goose, or actually a duck, with very soft, fluffy feathers. The down from this duck is used to stuff jackets, quilts, pillows, and so on, things to make things warm and soft. This is Backstein or Backstein. Bach means bake. Stein or Stein is a stone. So when you take building materials and bake it until it becomes as hard as a stone, you call that a brick. Backstein is a brick. It's also the name of a cheese, a stinky cheese in German, that is always produced in the shape of a brick. So they call it Backstein cheese. This is Einkorn. Einkorn is a type of grain similar to wheat. I think it grows wild in Europe and in the Middle East. This word is poltergeist. Polter means a knocking or pounding sound. Geist is a ghost or a spirit. So in the wintertime when the house is freezing cold, it's going to shrink or get smaller because of the cold temperatures, and the house is going to creak and make some knocking sounds. So the Germans will explain, well, that's the poltergeist making sounds in our house. Next is Meistersinger or Meistersinger. Meister is a master at something. A singer is a singer, so a master singer, a really good singer, is your Meistersinger. Rottweiler, we've just had that word. That's your dog. Zeitgeber, we've had that word before. There's the EI spelling. Gesundheit. Gesund is health. Heit means hood or like a neighborhood. So when you wish somebody Gesundheit after they've sneezed, you're wishing them healthhood. Here's the word Fräulein again with that EI spelling. Here's an exception. The long I spelled with an I in the word Pfeif. That's the only exception on the spelling list, so just memorize that one. Now the long E sound, Blitzkrieg. We've had that word before. Glockenspiel or Glockenspiel. You see the IE there. Here's an exception to that rule. The word kohlrabi ends with the long E sound spelled with an I, so just remember that one. Now the long A sound, here we have Wedel, we just had that word. Realschule, we've had that one before. Edelweiss. Lederhosen. Leder means lead, hosen are pants or trousers, so lederhosen are leather pants that they wear in German. In Germany, that's a traditional costume. Here's an exception. Dreidel, spelled with an EI for the long A sound. And I think this word is more of a Yiddish word, which is a dialect of German, and maybe that explains why the spelling is different. But normally you would say dreidel because of the rule I just told you. EI says the long I sound. But in Yiddish, that's dreidel. And here's another Yiddish word, bagel, where the long A sound is spelled with an A. That concludes our vowel sounds in German. We'll get to some more vowel sounds in the next video.